Coming up, let's go to the heavyweights. Young heavyweights. Only one pro fight between them. Matt Kovacs and Hayes.
Mike Hayes from Redmond, Washington. I fight mainly Muay Thai and submission wrestling.
Matt Kovacs, pancration.
He's a big guy, heavy hands, likes to throw real big punches. I'm better on the ground. I also know that I'm a lot more conditioned than him.
His conditioning is in question, so count on him gassing out.
I'm going to try to keep my distance. I got to reach on him, so I'm going to land some shots. As soon as I see him stagger a little bit, I'm going to pounce on him.
Overall, I'm the better fighter, hands down.
He's going to gas by the time the second round comes, and I'm going to be able to finish it pretty easily because he's not going to have much juice left. Knockout.
Knockout, first round.
Ladies and gentlemen, heavyweights making their way to the cage. Joining us to the blue corner from Redmond, Washington, please welcome Mike Hayes.
So here's Mike Hayes making his professional debut. Oh, gee, only a huge crowd here at the Tacoma Dome. Got Sapp and fighting tonight. Got Maurice Smith fighting tonight, among others. And I imagine the adrenaline's really at a fever pitch right now.
Live on HCNet.
Yeah, no pressure on this guy.
Usually when I fight, I'm usually throwing up and losing my mind in a regular fight, and then I couldn't imagine my pro debut was on such a big stage as this. Hopefully he doesn't know that it's that big a stage.
And here comes his opponent from Tacoma, Washington, Matt Kovacs.
Matt Kovacs now coming in. He's had one fight. That was last November. He had a first-round TKO of Kyle Levington. That was in the final seconds of the first round. As we take a look now here at the tail of the tape, and we see that Hayes has the height advantage and the reach advantage. Will that play a part here in his pro debut?
Well, depending on how well his nerves are and how bad he can calm them down and take care of himself, I think that he could do very well in this pro debut.
Kovacs, meanwhile, carrying 14 more pounds into the cage. Here's Jimmy with the official introductions.
All right, fans, here we go. Strike Force action in the heavyweight division. We're scheduled 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing to you first on my right. Fighting out of the blue corner, standing 6 feet 4 inches. He weighed in at 230 pounds. Representing the discipline of pancration, tonight he is making his professional debut. Hailing from Redmond, Washington, introducing Mike Hayes. And his opponent across the cage on my left, fighting out of the red corner, standing 6 feet even. He weighed in at 244 pounds. Also a pancration fighter. His record, 1 win, no losses. That win came by way of knockout. Hailing from Tacoma, Washington, introducing Matt Kovacs. The referee in charge, Anthony Hamlet, now to give instructions.
All right, gentlemen, I want a nice, clean, fair fight. No elbows to the head on the ground. You guys understand? Protect at all times. Keep fighting until I tell you to stop. Touch gloves.
Well, I'll say this, Mike Hayes, he already has the stare down, doesn't he?
That takes a lot of practice. He comes naturally to him, obviously.
And you look at Matt Kovacs from right here in Tacoma. Nicknamed the Attack. 1-0, never been past the first round. Here we go. It's scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds between these heavyweights.
Wow, good sidestepping by Kovacs. Or excuse me, by Hayes. I'm impressed by his foot motion.
Look at Hayes moving around. They obviously shop at the same place looking at their trunks. Hayes is the man with the shaved head. There's a nice exchange. Good combination by Hayes.
I like the way he punches and bunches. He's not throwing just one punch. He's trying to throw in combos. It forces your opponent to cover up a lot more. Gives you a lot more options if you want to finish off with a takedown.
Look at the way Hayes moves around. He knows that he's the taller man here, and he has that reach, and he looks like he might have been in the gym boxing a little bit. Nice kick.
Kovacs definitely throwing every punch, with complete determination for a knockout. There's no setup in any one of his punches. He's just trying to knock Hayes out as quickly as he can. As a result, he's missing a lot more, but if one catches him, it could be very, very over.
Yeah, you can see the intention. Look at that big left. Wasn't even close, but moves in about another step and lands that with that 14-pound weight advantage that he has. Oh, he catches the leg now of Hayes. Hayes trying to get out of there with the up kick. Moving in now is Kovacs.
Good job staying patient, Kovacs. Let's see how good he is on the ground. Also, too, throwing those big haymakers when they're back on their feet, it tends to tire you out a lot quicker, too. So if you have a cardio problem, you got to find out very quickly how bad it is.
These guys are combined for 55 strikes thrown here in less than 2 minutes of this fight. See Kovacs' style, his only win has been with the TKO as Hayes now spins around, stands back up, able to get a punch in as they break. Hayes the more effective striker here by far in this his pro debut. But like Frank mentioned, with these two big guys, either one of them's a punch away from this fight being over.
Yeah, and that's what I like about heavyweights. Like about the bigger guys is that no matter how bad, it could be completely end of the third round and one guy's winning decisively, all of a sudden he gets knocked out because they have that ability. The smaller guys just don't have that punching power. They just don't have the muscle structure to do that kind of game. The heavyweights, that's why I love them so much. There's always 10 seconds away from a finish.
You wonder about the strikes thrown so far as the count moves up now close to 70 between them. If they're going to be able to continue at this pace. Couple of good knees by Hayes. Kovacs just grazes the top of that shaved head. There's a break. The combinations have come from Hayes. Again. Kovacs, though, with some force behind that kick. Some redness around the nose of Hayes.
Nice striking, nice movement on Hayes' side. Still Kovacs, still.
Oh, that was bad intentions there from Kovacs.
Just as I was saying, if he threw one big haymaker, he might have caught him.
I'll tell you guys, for all these punches they've thrown, they're still moving around well here as we approach the 1 minute mark in this first round.
He'll be covered by Kovacs. Every time he punches, he brings his hands right back to his face for protection. It's saving a lot of damage.
And there's Hayes, and Kovacs counters. Hayes has been the more methodical kind of fighter. He's gotten the combinations in, but then there's Kovacs who stays right in there and gets that one punch.
Hayes keeps coming forward too, or excuse me, Kovacs keeps coming forward too, which forces Hayes to have to back up the entire time, so you can't plan on his punches.
And there's a takedown now from Kovacs. Kovacs trying to get a little ground and pound game going here. Final seconds of this first round. It looks like for the first time Matt Kovacs is going on into the second round in his pro career. Had that TKO with Just 8 seconds remaining in the first round back in November in his debut. And Mike Hayes coming out very professional in this first round.